All right, video 14, couple big announcements. Jasmy and Panasonic joined forces to integrate IoT and individual information. Big for me because I've been on the Jasmy tip and all things tracking for the last couple years, XYO, IOTA, Jasmy, and I don't know who's going to win. You know, I picked Jasmy as my overall play because they're a partner with Sony. They're all ex-Sony execs, and now, well, it looks like that's paid off. Like they've partnered with Panasonic. Somebody could come along and make a much better chain, so I'm always looking for the next big thing in tracking and Internet of Things. But for now, Jasmy's still it, and hey, they finally didn't let me down. So with this partnership, Jasmy Personal Data Locker, PDL, will enable users to control their data while enhancing security. So Jasmy Incorporated and Panasonic Event Technology have teamed up to develop a platform to connect information generated by individuals with information generated by Internet of Things. That's fucking huge. Enabling secure and efficient data processing, according to a press release shared with BSCN. Right, so empowering data ownership. It's a big thing coming up. That's the next thing, you know, coupled with AI, your medical records, your on-chain name, like, you know, basically just having an Ethereum name service and your finances just drop that like, hey, Cashflow Chronicles, pay me. It's so much smoother than everything else that's out there right now. And people are going to start to understand that once Web3 really gets going. So like this is saying, the empowering of data ownership. So through a variety of internet services, IT giants have traditionally monopolized personal data. However, Jasmy and Panasonic aim to change this landscape through their collaborative efforts. Whether they do or they don't, they're going to take a huge dent right now, and it's going to make this run huge. 4 years ago, when everything was running hot, Jasmy was as high as $4 and I think 90 cents. That looked like it might have been a one-day listing and just popped and dropped. The actual number that sustained for a while was $1.99 to $1.20. So I could see at least $1 test. I'm pretty confident in that. So unless somebody comes along and just wipes them out, this looks like the winner out of XYO and IOTA and everything else, which is also Internet of Things. So big news. Anyway, so video 14 on to looking at some of our trades. The other day we threw 5,000 in because we're in a few swings. We're waiting for them to develop. And we went from DIMO over in here. Let's see, it was over in here and then it dropped out and we were like, yo, we fell asleep. Didn't get that because it wasn't high enough for our exit. It started coming down. We were like, now let's just take gains. It did recover, and that's fine, but we still made, you know, the 10%. So from here with DIMO USD, let's see. So we had threw in 5, ended up with 54.23 plus the 171, and then we took that over to Qui, was our winner. And it did wonderful work for us. We got out pretty well. And it didn't recover right after, just like DIMO just did. Which, you know, I'm not going to take a dip down to 35, 34 and let another one develop. So we got in here. And where did we get in at? Qui USD. So we threw our gains of 55.94, which is basically 5,600, some fees, whatever, rounded out. Threw it in. Got in at 25.542. We got out at 30252. It's went as high as 30851 and then tanked. So we got out optimally. Perfect trade, perfect entry, perfect exit. So that gave us 6,600 and we moved that over to Fox. So we're waiting for Fox to develop. There's a lot of really good plays and I may tank Fox here for something else, but I've been wanting to hit Fox for a while. And we got to fill, I think, it sub 10 cents. Yep. So we threw in 6,600 at 9.95 cents. And we're going to try to sell somewhere up around 16 cents, but we'll probably sell at a 10 or 15% gain. If it gets to like 12, I'll probably sell it and just keep rolling it. But so far, we're growing that $5,000 pretty steadily every couple of days. We're throwing a few more percentage here and there. Overall, on the road to 1 million, we are at 143,000. It's pretty scary the other day when everything was pulling back. It went to like 100, and I was like, wow, that sucks. But like I said, Jasmy, like we're hanging on to Jasmy more of our bigger play. I wish I would have increased the size a lot more than I did. AMP, I'm waiting for development. Sheep, I'm waiting to develop. AMP is, I'm a little underwater on AMP, and that was the one I said I was kind of pissed off because I got an incorrect fill. Which again, had I got the proper fill from the resets, is exactly where we're at. So I would have had a lot more breathing room. This trade, I really am looking for about 100% gain on this. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Just revisit this trade real quick. And it just really depends how long do I want to hold that, right? I know that bull finishes out. So we're in at 11 cents, just call it 12 cents. You know, up to 20, that's 33 cents up there. You're talking 22, 21. That's fair for me. That's probably the next push, unless it breaks way down and sweeps the bottoms. But either way, it's going to double bottom out. It's going to do its thing. Halving's close. That's fine. That'll net us, you know, a pretty good amount. The sheep trade, I don't know. I don't like Bonk. I don't like the way Bonk keeps yapping at its heels. It's kind of irky. It's back up to 29.32. We're underwater on it, but I just wanted to look at all markets real quick before we jet. Stuff like CVC. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's up 105%. So, you know, weird altcoins are starting to run that I don't really even pay attention to, like KRL. It pops up today. I'm like, what the fuck is KRL? Like, it's up again. It's like the second or third day. Velo, we talked about Velo on the channel many times. Velo and Arrow, they were a brand new new market listing not too long ago. They've fallen off. They've been here for a while, but now the new market listings is AKT we talked about last video, and Ronin is totally brand new. I'll let them develop a little bit. I don't know enough about them. I did look up AKT. I like it. It's got potential. But Velo has developed very, very nicely. We could have got in at like 9 cents or something, but anyway, Arrow was less appealing to me and has actually been outperforming overall. And weird shit like Anchor's running again, Suku's running, GFI. All this weird offbeat shit is starting to run. So you can pretty much just about get in anywhere on the pullbacks, right? Because Badger was up like 100% the other day from like $4. As long as you don't go chasing tops and you're getting in like pullbacks, yeah, there you go, $4, right? $4 to 11 in just a couple days. You'll do okay. But if you're getting all excited, you're like, oh, the halving's coming, I'm going to put money in. And you start putting money in at the top of candles like this, you're still too early. Generally, the halving happens, and then it runs into Christmas. That's when it starts going like one big candle, two big candles, and then they just tend to keep going and going and going and going for rocket shots. This isn't a rocket shot yet. Let's just put this into perspective. Now that these are not all blown up and looking all crazy big, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, it went up. But realistically, early on, if you have money into this and you're a trader, I mean, you're talking about that is from a low of 491, 418. In one day, it went from there 2 days, 3 days. The high was 940. It's pretty fucking good. And if you took it off on that candle, not even waiting, I mean, even if you screwed around, you still took it off around $8. You've had plenty of opportunity to make double your money. And once it resets, you got a chance to go back to probably 12. It's just you got to watch where you're getting in at. Now, if you get in like at this one, same thing. You're like, oh, I'm going to make so much money. It's not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and keep rocket shotting. There's that pullback. And that's kind of where I got caught. I've been in a little bit early thinking like I'm going to get 3, 4, 5 legs. And not everything is doing that. Some things are giving you like one big leg, pull back, one big leg, a lot of fade off, and then another chance. So that's like what's going on with Sheeb. I thought it was more like time to go, and I don't want to get left behind. And if I got caught in a swing, it's fine too, because I have a regular job. But I wasn't expecting this right here to do anything other than go one leg up, one leg down, second leg up, one leg down, third leg up. I was expecting like 5,500 to 8 to revisit its all-time high. Like I was expecting that exact trajectory right here. This is what I expected, right? I didn't get what I thought I was going to get, so I know I'm early. So that tells me there's still a lot of time to make a lot of money. I still might be able to get up to like 200,000 before the halving. I'm not going to get to the million that I wanted to before the halving, but I'm going to get pretty far along the road. That breakdown right there really disappointed me. I really thought we were going to go 1, 2, consolidate, and 3, right? Well, that's too bad. So I missed that first leg, and I had to ride this all the way down and eat shit. I could have averaged down if I wanted to, or I could have just got a better position, stuck my money somewhere else. But if you go look at all the charts, everything looked like this except for like 1 or 2 runners, like that CVC, which is running solo. When everything starts running 80, 90, 100%, and you've just, can throw a dart and just anything you hit's going to go up, then that's amazing. But look at that. This is what you're looking for. One fat leg up, a little bit down, another fat leg up, a little down, up. Would I play this now, given that it's kind of early? No. I'd want to wait for the retrace, but when the market really starts to go, it's not going to retrace. It's just going to go up, down, up, down, up, down like that, like with small retraces versus like a full retrace. So you got to know a little bit about the markets. You got to know how halving works. You got to know how alt season works. And even if you're a little bit late, you're going into a bull market. So even if you got in here and you got to eat shit for a month, it's going to come back. If you sell here and in like 2 or 3 months when the market starts up and you're like, I'm gonna improve my position, it probably will come back about this much and take off and you'll get left behind. So somewhere in there you got to learn like where's the right spot for you. Everyone's different. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for $1 million in 1 year, and I'm up to, like we said, 143, whatever it bounces around. It was like 145 earlier. So I've got the rest of this year. I've got 9 more months, about 8 more months to get to where I'm headed to, and I've got a golden bull market headed into elections. So we're looking pretty good. Hey, thanks for watching. That's just been a quick recap on this and what we did with that last little bit of money that we put in while we're waiting for our other trades to free up. Hopefully next time you're watching, hopefully AMP will have sold, and maybe sheep if I'm lucky. Then I'll be able to throw maybe like 60, maybe 60 on the next trade, and hopefully it won't be a month-long swing. So anyway, good luck. Trade your account how you trade your account. This is how I trade mine. It's just for my posterity and my digital journal. I forgot what I even put that 5,000 into. I had to go back and look and see how I even got the Fox. So if you record your own trading as well, you can go back and say, oh man, look at this. I dumped DIMO, and did I really need to? I did, because I didn't want to get caught in a total fade off. But just like I said, I had expected this eventually. And that took a few days to develop. And that's, like I said, where we sold out. That's fine. But that could have just kept tanking, and I didn't want to get trapped again. I wanted my money back so I could keep at least one trade in motion while I'm waiting for the other ones to develop. Everyone's got their own style. If all my money gets trapped, I won't be mentally okay to trade. So I'm okay having some swings, some day trades open, some stuff developing, but I always have to have something going on to keep me interested. Good luck.